It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer called Rolling Papers. It's by Bullhouse Brewing, based in Belfast in Ireland. It's 5.5% ABV. It's in a 440 milliliter can. I've had some Bullhouse Brewing beers before. In 2020, they decided to send me some beers from Ireland. So hello to everybody at Bullhouse Brewing. But I was in my local bar, which has a little bottle shop to the side of it. It's called Craft Republic. And I always have a little cheeky look in the fridge to see what's in there. And this caught my eye. It reminded me of my grandfather. And that's the reason why I picked it up. It was about £5 for the can of beer. Maybe a little bit more. It might between £5 and £6 for the can. But I had to have it. I'm going to save this can forever because it really did remind me of my grandfather. Now, of course, back in the day, I'm sure people still do it, but you don't generally see it too much anymore. But back in the day, when I was a kid, I used to go around my grandfather's house on a Saturday morning. Him and my nan used to sit there rolling cigarette after cigarette after cigarette over and over and over and over. And I think for the first 15 years of my life he smoked. And he smoked Golden Virginia, and he had these kind of rolling papers to do it with. So immediately reminded me of my grandfather. I thought I have to have this beer. So that's the reason why I got it. That's the reason why I bought it. Let's review it. Nice full can of beer. Always a good sign. Going to use this Polish Tomek Kapira beer glass. He's a famous Polish YouTuber, beer YouTuber. Good friend of mine, actually. But look at this. What a lovely, lovely looking beer. Probably pushing more an IPA than a pale ale at 5.5% ABV. It's right on that kind of precipice of being an IPA. We got a 2-finger white head that's dissipating at a reasonable pace. It's a kind of a pillowy, soft white head. Beer in the glass though, it's pale, but it's heading over to amber in colour. So a pale amber coloured beer, good levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. It looks good, nice and hazy, very nice looking beer. Let's get the last drop in then. Oh, look at that. All of that wonderful sediment then it just made its way to the bottom of the glass. This is, well, it looks fantastic. Now it's completely different. Have a look at this beer. Really cloudy now. Really cloudy. Look at the sediment. Look at the sediment in the bottom of this glass. Wonderful. 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 It looks like something from Verdant or Cloudwater or Polly's Brew Co. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah. It's a very soft aroma. It's a very, you really got to get your nose into it. But when you do, it's almost tart-like, jammy and tart-like. A little bit spicy and peppery and it smells like it's got a really good body to it. It looks like it's got a really good body to it. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wow. Wow, loving that. Oh, that is sharp. I got to put that down. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a beer this is. Wow. It's quite... Oh, it's got a real full-on flavour. A little bit of sweetness to begin with, bitterness on the back end, but it's all kind of in the middle. It's all grapefruit and passion fruit and mango and orange peel and fleshy blood orange. It's like someone's cut a grapefruit in half, put a bit of sugar on the grapefruit. You picked up the grapefruit and you smashed it in your face, and you kind of, oh, you're devouring the flesh on the grapefruit. Same can be said for a fleshy blood orange. Cut that fleshy blood orange open and just get your face into it with a bit of sugar on the fleshy blood orange. Wonderful, fantastic. Pink grapefruit, you know, those sorts of flavours. But then again, there's passion fruit in there. There's different kind of passion fruits and mangoes, more of a soft kind of pale stone fruit beer. Fruit flavours in the beer, I should say. It's not a fruit beer. I promise you, it's not a fruit beer. All of the flavours from this beer are coming from hops. Coming from hops. And it never ceases to amaze me. Never ceases to amaze me. Love it. But it's got this really nice, creamy, rich mouthfeel. It's got body to it. It's not lactose. It's definitely not a lactose beer. It's definitely oat. It's a creamy, rich oatiness in the beer that just helps the beer slip down even better, but at the same time, it's giving you a little bit of body to it. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And the sun's coming out as well, which is, I mean, it's the 20th. I'm recording this. I don't know when I'll be releasing it, but it's the 20th of December. Tomorrow in the UK will be the shortest day. So we will have like the minimum amount of daylight hours available to us. And you can tell it's the morning. It's 9:11 in the morning. You can tell it's this kind of like strange orangey light that only for, I reckon, for the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, it's almost like it doesn't quite get light, especially if it's cloudy. It's this sort of kind of twilight daytime. Very Christmas feeling. So yeah, just a timestamp then, the 20th of December, 2022, and the sun is coming through the clouds. Might be a nice day today. Might be a nice day to drink some beer. Hey, hey! Quite tropical. Very tropical indeed. It's almost got it's almost, now dare I say it, it's almost kind of got one of those slightly kind of fruit beer sournesses to it. It's almost like they've added some fruit and it's got that slight kind of sourness there as well at the same time. I don't think it does. I think it's time to read the side of the can. It's delicious though. It's really delicious. Little bit of bitterness on the back end, but all the flavours in the middle. A little bit of sweetness to begin with. Fantastic body, fantastic mouthfeel. Happy with that. Happy with that. We put all our blood, sweat and tears into this hazy boy. Multiple dry hop additions combined with the fruity esters of our house blend to give you something hazy and immensely crushable. So the ingredients are malted barley, oats, hops and yeast. 5.5% ABV. I'm gonna keep this can. I'm gonna put this can. I got a special little beer shelf where I put all my stuff, the stuff that I really care about. And I'm gonna keep this because it reminds me of my grandfather. In fact, I might leave it over here. I might leave it on this side of the bar with my bits and pieces for everybody to see. I mean, that really needs a good look at over there. It's all dusty and it's the winter time. I really need to sort this place out. It's getting a bit hemmed in. I got just enough room to do my beer reviews here. I got George Foreman barbecues, reclining chairs from the garden, beer machines here, bar here, big rack of shelving I've just built here, wood for my fire, wood for my log burner, all in that corner. It's like I'm like literally, I can't put anything in this area because it's my studio. But if I could, I would. Right, rating for this beer. I really blooming like this. I really, really liked it. It's a terrific example of what you can do with hops, water, malted barley, yeast and water. And did I miss something? I don't think I did. 4 ingredients. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!